Hey, hi, it's Gordon Lawyer. Hey, it's been a while since I've been on my local blog here, and vlog as we call it in the business, blog. The town of Munster here in northwest Indiana just held its election for the village idiot. And the election went unanimously to a guy named Nick Egnatz from Munster. Nick Egnatz from Munster. He's one of those people who has a letter in the paper all the time. He is one of the anti-war nutballs out there who has no idea what he's talking about. And here's how he became the village idiot. Here's his latest letter. This was in the Post-Tribune as of December 16th, Tuesday. That's today's letter. And Egnatz goes on and on. It's a big, long letter. And he belongs to the Northwest Indiana Veterans for Peace. Oh, peace, peace. Nick is a nutball. Anyway, he talks about invading Iraq without authorization of the UN Security Council was by definition a war of aggression. Sorry, Nick, we didn't need the permission of the UN Security Council. Nick, there was a war, and it was called the Gulf War, and Saddam Hussein signed a ceasefire agreement. When we started the Gulf War, it was a reinitiation because Saddam Hussein violated that ceasefire agreement. Do you understand that? See, Nick is a big guy on getting the dots and T's crossed, and you got to go to. He's talking about it. It was the International Military Tribunal in Nuremberg, which followed World War II, called waging wars of aggression, essentially an evil thing. To initiate a war of aggression is not only an international crime, this is a crime to him. The only problem, Nick, is that it was Saddam Hussein who started that Gulf War by invading Kuwait. And it was the permission, it was with us, with a coalition of 30 countries that went in and kicked him out of Kuwait. And then he signed a ceasefire agreement which he violated. Do you understand, Nick, that when you violated ceasefire agreement, the signatories can say, you violated it and we resume the war? So the war is not illegal. Nick Egnatz. This guy is so stupid. And then he goes on, some of the evils of the whole in the Iraq war include 4,200 U.S. dead, an estimated 1.2 million Iraqis dead. That's an outright lie, Nick. You're a phony. 4 million Iraqis displaced. That's an outright lie, Nick. And then 50,000 Iraqi refugees, prostitutes in Syria, and some as young as 13. You're an idiot, Nick Egnatz. And the Iraqi infrastructure was decimated. Iraq started the war, Nick. Iraq, Saddam Hussein was responsible for the war, Nick. Not the United States, not the UN, and we don't need permission from anybody. You understand this, Nick? You're an American, aren't you? I don't think so. But America, United States, does not need permission from the UN or anyone else to reinstitute that war of aggression against Iraq when they started it. Anyway, that's enough about Nick, the village idiot from Munster. Oh, by the way, folks, you notice that I got a haircut for all the nutballs on YouTube who talk about a comb over and boy, that comb over's bad. And this is my hair. There's no bald spot. There's no comb over. These people are stupid too, just like Nick. Anyway, see you next time on the Gordon Lawyer Show.